Oh. And I'm not in focus when I start the stream. Oh, God. Why can this thing not just work? Yes. There we go. What a night. Yeah. For those unaware, I was on national radio earlier. National radio. Oh my word. We're not talking about Hull City either. I was talking about politics. And I'll be honest, I was all up for it, but I sort of wanted to I was nervous to make sure I came across well and didn't come off like some sort of bumbling idiot. But I think on BBC Radio 5 Live, on their drive show, at about 4:50 p.m, if you want to watch it back, and about an hour and 50 minutes into the show, I'm happy. I'm a happy man. I got my point across. I articulated my point well. I've had good feedback. Yeah. Lovely. Anyway, I haven't got my laptop set up because I just haven't had a chance today. So if we go out of focus, there's no alternative. Yeah. Back to the footy. If we win this tomorrow, we've made playoffs and then off up. Just got to trust me on it. You'd hope so, but I still think we've got to beat West Brom. Got to beat West Brom. If we get 4 points out of these 2 games, we are laughing. If we get 6 points, we are laughing even harder. If we get 3, cool. Happy with that one. Tommy, good evening. Lewis, I can imagine the throats are sore. Don't worry. Yeah. Tolga, Ujan, how are you doing, mate? Benny, Radio 5 Live, BBC Radio 5 Live. Coxie, if we manage to sneak a draw, I'll take that as a win. Agreed. Out of focus again. Martin, how we doing? He thinks a 1-0 win to us or to Southampton when I'm back in focus. Come on. Work. Come on. It only does it on these previews. It doesn't do it it doesn't do it when we're here to Hull and back, or when I'm recording signing videos or anything like that. It just does it when I'm doing these. It's annoying. Ashley, good evening. Like your little joke. Yeah, I'm a bit of an idiot. None of you will get that, but me and Ashley do. Chest infection. Oh, Lewis, that's rough. That is rough. Okay. Well, team news. Seri's back. And did you see the hero's welcome he got? Oh my goodness. And I'm out of focus again. We're booting the laptop up. It's happened about 7 times in 5 minutes. We are booting the laptop up. Seri's back. Morton might be okay. It's like an impact injury, but they just want the swelling to go down. And when Justin Walker did the presser, he didn't know. It's happened. It nearly happened again then. It nearly happened again. There we go. We're on Wi-Fi on that. We are balling. Delap and Fairlong are still out injured. Fairlong's back running this week. Question is, do you drop Fabio for Omer or Zaruri for Omer? I think he'll drop neither for Omer. But if you're going to drop one, I think you drop Cavallio. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You watch, I'll have kick-started this bugger and then I won't even need it. I'm just going to turn my speakers off while I do this so that there isn't just some like ringing. Okay, right, here we are. I am armed with a backup. I am armed with a backup. So if we go out of focus, I am moving over here, and you will not see me looking up here, but you will see me looking down here, which is where I'm looking now. What about Seri though? Interesting. I think Seri will come in. I think he'll come straight in. I'm going to be honest. I think he'll come straight in. Omer for Morton. Interesting. I did see Enshep. I did see that John Beale got... Not John Beale. Michael Beale got sacked. Yeah, that wasn't a good appointment for Sunderland, was it? That hasn't worked at all for them. Right, ref watch. The referee is Oliver Langford. 2 linesmen are Hristo Karivanov and Sam Lewis, and the 4th official is Josh Smith. We are going to move on quickly, swiftly onward to stats, where Huddersfield probably deserves something from the game, but Jacob Greaves is class. We had more possession somehow. Don't quite know how we did it, but we did. Huddersfield more shots, but we had half as many shots as them and the same amount on target. Just like the Sunderland game, we've ground something out in a manner that I didn't think we had in us until a few weeks ago. Head-to-head, Southampton. I've not loaded the thing up properly. Here we are. So in the last game, where's my post-it note gone? In the last game, it was Gavin Bazunu in goal. The back four was Kyle Walker-Peters and Jack Stevens, the fullbacks. 2 centre-halves, Jan Bednarek and Taylor Harwood-Bellis. Midfield 3 was Will Smallbone, Stuart Armstrong and Shea Charles, with Ryan Fraser and Adam Armstrong, the wide players. Sekou Mara leading the line. It's a very, very strong team. It's a very, very, very strong team. Benny G says Seri for Slater. It's possible. Ashley says Slater did well, though. Tommy reckons we're getting battered. And hearing a few say Allsop should have done better to stop the goal. Do you think if Allsop doesn't get injured, we will see Panda this season? I do think we will see Ivor Panda at some point this season. I'm just not sure when. That's what I'll say. Just not sure when. Sorry, I meant to hear a few fans say also. I do agree. I said it on the podcast last night. I think Allsop maybe should have done better with the goal, but it's hard to judge because it went straight through 2 bodies. It was shot straight through the middle of 2 defenders. You don't know how sighted or unsighted he was. I have noticed, by the way, since I booted the laptop up, we've not gone out of focus once, which is annoying. Current form, then. looking at the form table, we shall go for Southampton first, I think. Has that worked? Yes, it has. So 1, 2, 3, 4, because they're in the same league. 5. They've just been on the longest unbeaten run in Europe before it was ended by Bristol City. So they are beatable. They are beatable. But their last 5 beat Rotherham 2-0, beat Watford 3-0 in the FA Cup 4th round replay, beat Huddersfield 5-3. Huddersfield scored 3 against them though. So they have got weaknesses. Bristol City also scored 3 against them, beating them 3-1. And then on Friday night, they beat West Brom 2-0. Us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 wins out of 5. You might not think it, but 4 wins out of 5. Sunderland beat 1-0. Millwall, we beat 1-0. Swansea, we lost 1-0. Rotherham and Huddersfield away, we beat them both 2-1. What about Leverkusen? Bundesliga doesn't have as many games, is my answer to that. I'd have to check the stats and stuff like that, which I can't be bothered to do at the minute, I'll be honest. Yeah, that's so Southampton, they're a decent team, aren't they? And if we look at the league table, it shows it. If they beat us, they will leapfrog Leeds and be 8 points behind Leicester at the top. We have to play all of the top 6, all of the current top 6 again. So we've got some big games coming up. If we win, or if we even get a point, we will go into the playoff spots. If we win, though, we will go above West Brom going into that game. West Brom have that 3 games they haven't won out of their last 5. That's sucked them back into this a little bit, especially when you consider our 4 wins out of 5, Norwich's 3 wins out of 5, and Coventry 1 defeat in 5. West Brom have struggled to break away from the pack in the way that I thought they would, and the way that I thought they had at a certain point. So there's a real opportunity here. If we get a point against these, at least, which is going to be a tough ask, but this game is as close to a free hit as we're going to get for the remainder of the season, I think. Leicester might be the only one, but that Leeds game will be so emotionally charged. That's not a free hit at all. Coxie says, I remember earlier in the season, we played a bit like Southampton, trying to keep the ball moving and be a high possession team. But now I feel most games we lack control and lose the ball easy at times. We've got Seri back. That might change that. We haven't had Seri since before January. So it's entirely possible that all of that changes soon. Leo, good evening, sir. If we look down at the bottom, it's all very tight. It's all very tight. I think these 3 teams have nothing to play for. I think Cardiff, Birmingham and Plymouth are in no danger of going down, but have no chance of going up either. This run of form for Cardiff has been wretched. They've been dreadful since the middle of November. And you think they were up here to start with. They've massively tailed off. And Borough's win against Leicester in the last round of fixtures, that's massive for them. Who's going down this season? Rotherham, Sheffield United, not Sheffield United, it's Sheffield Wednesday, although Sheffield United will go down from the Premier League. And it might be Millwall, It might be Millwall. But QPR are in there at the minute, aren't they? Around the grounds, there aren't that many games, actually. It's just the 4 that have been rearranged from matchday 29 because of FA Cup games. So all kicking off at 7:45 tomorrow. Cardiff play Blackburn. Ipswich play Rotherham. Plymouth play West Brom, and we play Southampton. Lovely. Memorable match. This is memorable for one reason and one reason only. 0-0 draw in April 2017 in the Premier League, but Eldin Jakupovic saved a last-minute penalty. Our team that day was Jakupovic, as I mentioned there, in goal. Back four was El Mohammadi, Ranocchia, the skipper, Harry Maguire on that day, and Andy Robertson. Midfield three of Alfred Ndai, Sam Klukas, and Ivandro. Two wingers, Kamil Grzycki and Lazar Markovic, with Umar Niasse up front. The bench was David Marshall, the goalkeeper, Tom Huddleston, Abel Hernandez, Michael Dawson, Marcus Henriksen. I've missed Sean Maloney. Sean Maloney, Michael Dawson, Marcus Henriksen, and Jared Bowen, with Marco Silva in charge. Former Tiger Shane Long on the bench for Southampton. He's not our shared shirts because that's too obvious. There aren't many good ones for Southampton, but I think I've got a good one for very later on. My God, I can't speak. Leo, I think you'll appreciate the nicheness of this shared shirts that we will look at once we've done the last game and our record against them. Last game, 2-1 defeat at the MKM. Smallbone gave them the lead. 5 minutes later, Delap replied to level it, and then 95th minute, Ryan Fraser with that goal. Unlucky. Yeah. Our team that day was all stopping goal. Back four was Christy Jones, Greaves and Vinagre. Midfield three of Seri Morton and Twine. Wings were Lakilo and Philogene with Delap up front. The bench was as follows. Matt Ingram, Louis Coyle, Sean McLaughlin, Ozan Tufan, Greg Doherty, Aliyah Syed Manesh, Adama Traore, Dokan Sinik, and Aaron Connolly, with Rosinia in the dugout. Both managers who managed their teams in that game are still there. Now, last five. Obviously, this is the only representative one because neither team has got any players left from the 0-0 draw we looked at just a minute ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. November 2014, 1-0 loss. April 2015, 2-0 loss. November 2016, 2-1 win. April 2017, 0-0 draw. And then in October, 2-1 defeat. Imagine Henriksen under Rosinia. Henriksen's passion and work rate is something Liam Rosinia would love. We seem to play better against better teams. I think Southampton will be worried about us as much as we are them. Very good point, Owen. And the pressure will be all on Southampton to perform at home. Coxie, probably not wrong with that assessment. Right, shared shirts. Have a guess. Because let me have a look how many there actually are that I could use, because I was limited. I was very limited, and some of them I'm limited by the fact that they still play for us. So, played for. I loaded this up earlier because I was struggling. I had Shane Long and Gaston Ramirez, and that was that. But I wanted something a little bit different. Hold on a second. I wanted something a little bit more niche. So I could have had Gaston Ramirez and Shane Long. I won't tell you who all of these are, but there are 3 players who currently play for us who have been with Southampton in the past. One in the last 5 years who is now at neither club. And that is the one I have gone for. For shared shirts today, I have gone for Southampton Academy graduate Ryan Tafazoli. And I bet none of you saw that one coming. He got a professional contract with Southampton in 2009. He left them in 2011, having never made an appearance. Joined us in 2019 with Grant McCann as the manager. Was only with us for a season. Made 19 appearances for us and scored 3 times. Ryan Tafazoli at Southampton is possibly the nichest one I have done so far. In this current team, which of these strikers you putting in Yelovich, Long, or Hernandez? Abel. Abel all the way. Gotta be Abel. At peak Abel would be incredible. Absolutely incredible. Predicted team then. Allsop and go. Coyle comes in at right back, but the rest of the back four remains the same. Jones, Greaves and Giles. Midfield, Tufan, Seri and Carvalho. Zaruri and Philogene in the wingers, with Ohio coming in up top. So that is Slater, Morton and Sharp dropping to the bench. On that bench, Ivor Panda, Sean McLaughlin, Greg Doherty, Billy Sharp, Tyler Morton, Regan Slater, Matty Jacob, Aaron Connolly and Abdush Ömer as well. That's how we're looking. That is how I think we will line up. I want to start Abdush. I really, really want to start Abdush, but it just doesn't. I don't think Rosenior thinks the time is right just yet. Wouldn't be surprised if Zaruri continues to struggle. We'll see more of Jacob starting at left back and Giles left wing. Coxie, that's a very, very good shout from you. Predicted scores then. As Benny says, he hopes Sharp doesn't start. I'm sick of him. 2 games is enough. 2 games is enough. I think the experiment, we need to end the experiment now. End the experiment. Okay. Get your score predictions in, everyone. Since I booted the laptop up, we haven't needed it. So that's a shame, but hey, is what it is. Jeff says 2-2. Benny says 2-1. Gallagher says 1-1. Owen says 1-1. Chris says 2-2. Ashley predicts a 1-0 loss. I'd take 0-0, but my gut says 2-0 to Southampton. I agree with Gallagher and Owen that it will be a 1-1 draw. But we'll end on a positive note. Tommy says 1-0 to us. I'd take a point. I would be ecstatic with a point coming out of tomorrow. And to any of you lot travelling, I wish you the best. Safe travels, and hopefully you bring 3 points back up north for us. Thank you very, very much for watching, everyone. Take care, and I will see you for the match reaction tomorrow and another one of these live previews on Friday night. Goodbye.